So I grew up in a very large family. I'm the oldest of 7 children. And I did a lot of parenting really early on. My mother had me very young. She was 15. She didn't really know how to be a parent or how to mother in a way. So this left me with a feeling of not fully being taken care of, kind of a little rejected, I say a little bit abandoned. But through that process, I found God. So my mother had gotten into drugs and alcohol when I got around 12 years old, and me and my siblings ended up in foster care. And while it was a difficult point, there were some good families that I stayed with. One of them was heavily involved in church. She took us several times a week, and I really enjoyed it. I found myself joining the choir. I was in a play. I just really enjoyed it. I felt like I had a relationship with God, and I hadn't known Him before. So then later in my life, when I started to experience problems, I remembered, oh, there was God. I can go back to that. So when I was looking to change my life and put God in the center of it, I looked at Celebrate Recovery, and I looked at different Celebrate Recoveries in the area, and there were several, but Church on the Rock, I saw them on the list, and I had been there before. One of my family members had invited me, and I attended a few sessions there. And I liked the atmosphere. I felt welcomed. It was just a great environment. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely going to go to this one. And so I started going every Thursday. It was a thing to do on Thursdays that kept me from drinking, kept me out of my head. But eventually it turned into home. It was, I felt like these are my people. We were all going through hurts, hang-ups, and habits, and we could rely on each other while we're still relying on God. As I came more and more, there was this one night that it just finally came together for me. I was walking through, and as I walked through the foyer and down the steps, I passed people and they knew my name. They were like, hey Catrice, hey Catrice. And I was like, this is where I was supposed to be. These are my people. So I felt like they became a part of my life, and I really understood why every week they kept saying, keep coming back, because that's really true. There were times where I didn't want to come back. I was like, what is this for? But I continued to keep coming back. And finally, I found out that's where I was supposed to be. The number one thing in my life now is God. He comes before everything. And I can live life so much better that way because He is my everything. I can trust Him. I don't have to worry or fear or feel empty because I know that He's going to take care of me. He said He works all things together for the good of those who love the Lord and who are called according to His purpose. And I feel like I know now that my purpose is to build up the kingdom of God, to be transformed into His image. And as long as I put that first, everything else will fall into place. Because I put Him first, I'm a better mother. Because I put Him first, I'm a better friend. Because ultimately, my goal in interacting with anyone is to show them God by my example of who I've been changed into, what I've overcome. So it shows them what He can do if you surrender to Him.